Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am in my happy place. I am happy, but I'm not totally happy. So, first of all, I want to say hello to everyone who has joined us today. I am definitely in my happy place, but I have to tell you, I did a rant the other day where I talked about the fact that my I talked about the fact that my happy place never had a problem with filling their orders and doing what's right. And I have to tell you, today I am Can you hear me? If you can hear me, give a thumbs up. Okay. Good morning, Jeannine, says June Moore. Can you hear me all right, June? I'm trying to connect to I'm trying to connect to my thing here, but oh, okay. Deb says yes, I can hear you. So here we are. We are in my happy place. I'm going to have to get up in a second and see if they have my freaking coffee ready. I ordered my coffee here at my happy place about a half hour ago. Why the hell isn't it done? So we'll see. But everybody always has a response for something. There's always a reason why people can't get their stuff done the way they should get it done. So we had an election yesterday, and I have to tell you, I went to bed a little disappointed. I said, "Oh my goodness, my daughter-in-law was on the ballot." Now, let me tell you what this ballot meant to us. Um, the ballot in Trenton. This is what we were always. Good morning to my massage therapist, where I haven't been to her in a while. It is so great seeing you on here today. And so, oh, Retha, we have some good news. We have some good news, folks. Now I'm going to have to leave the screen for 2 seconds because I have got to go get my freaking coffee. I want to see if these folks have my coffee ready yet. And if they don't, they're no longer going to be my happy place. I have to find another Starbucks. So I want to make some announcements in a couple of seconds because I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But yesterday, we worked our freaking tails off. We really did. We, Let me tell you something. My son, I love my son, and I don't know where he is right now. I think he's supposed to be almost in New Orleans because, he has to work for a living to pay that mortgage. But he gave it his all for my daughter-in-law. He really did. And we supported this mayor. Now, those of you who have been hanging in with my rants and looking at what's happening in the freaking city of Trenton, the capital. The capital, you see, the capital is back here somewhere. The capital city of the state of New Jersey. We have been trying to figure out how could we send out the clowns? How can we get things back on track here? The poor mayor. And I love Reed Glacier. Now, Reed, I can't believe you didn't answer my text this morning because I thought maybe something bad had happened. So I'm going to have to get you in a few minutes. But we wanted to send out the clowns. We have had people for 4 years. For 4 years, the city of Trenton has been under siege by clowns. They come out every other week. Tuesdays, they have the working group meeting. Thursday, they have their meeting. And it was a circus, voting no, 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 calling people names, all kinds of nasty names, right on the right. It was recorded. It is still out on the internet for people to see. So we kept trying to figure out, how do we get rid of this crap? I would go into the State House because I've been a lobbyist now for, oh my goodness, over 40 years. I walk into the State House and people, my lobbying colleagues, Jeannine, why are you still in Trenton? Oh my goodness, it's horrible. What are you going to do? And I'm like, we're going to figure this out. We are going to run some people who can walk and chew gum at the same time, who want to advance the city of Trenton forward, who are going to work with this mayor, who are not going to be homophobic, anti-Semitic, against short people. I'm short, talking about, we were going to do all of this. And we worked so hard. And then the machines went down. The machines went down, and we were trying to figure out all of this work. What are we going to do? We're not going to know the results of the election probably until Thursday or Friday. And then my poor daughter-in-law, it's like all that work. She ran a clean campaign. Even as late as last night, people were saying, oh, it's going to be close. She is not going to be able to do this without a runoff if she wins it all. Blah, 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 blah. Well, here we go. Here we go. The mayor had to get at least 50% plus one of the vote. Let me see. What did this mayor do? Let me see here. Oh, 2,624 votes counted so far. And that is, there are not many districts outstanding. The mayor got almost 70% of the vote. Send out the clowns. Time to go. All right. What about this woman, Teska Frisby? Teska Frisby, so far, only 904 votes were counted. Teska has gotten 51% of the vote. In fact, almost 52. She got 467 of the vote. So Teska Frisby, as of this moment, is councilwoman-elect. All right, let's see what else do we have going on here. Oh, that guy, Joe Harrison. Joe Harrison. All right, you know, Joe, I know you're a Republican, but I love you and I supported you. I couldn't vote for you because you're not in my ward, but you were the only one sitting up there at the end who seemed to give two craps about what happens in the city of Trenton. Joe Harrison, Republican, white dude, who loves the city of Trenton, wanted to do the right thing. Everybody's like, oh, we're going to get him out. The folks in this ward, you know, they're not going to vote for him for re-election. He's white, he's Republican. Oh, Joe, let's see what you did. Joe Harrison got 56% of the vote. He sure enough did. That's been counted so far. Now it's close in that South ward. Nobody's gotten 50% yet. Let's see what we have in the North ward. Looks like there might be some runoffs there. And at large is not looking so good as far as not a runoff. But here's the deal. No matter what happens from this day forward, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who has a runoff, who wins in the runoff. One thing we all know for sure, folks, look, this is what we know for sure. For sure, Team Frisby, you heard it here. There's a new day in the capital city of the state of New Jersey. We will have no more entertainment while elected people handle the business of the people in this city. And why is that important? We have tourists coming through this city every single day. We are a historic city, not just the capital city. We are a historic city in the United States of America. We have a waterfront out there where folks didn't even want to talk about how we were going to develop the waterfront. We have state employees coming in here every freaking day, coming to work, wanting to be safe, wanting to have somewhere to have meals, restaurants, entertainment, housing. We have a whole lot of really thoughtful residents, many of them who have lived in this city for decades and didn't go. And for the last 4 years, we had a disgraceful group of clowns sitting there playing games with those of us who needed to have thoughtful people in the city of Trenton. Yes, Retha, it's a brand new day. And guess what? All these crazy people, let me tell you one of the things they said against my daughter-in-law. Oh my goodness. No way. People aren't going to vote for her. She comes from a political family. We don't want any more dynasties. Her mom is Jeannine LaRue. Her husband's a county commissioner. Nobody's going to put her in office as a councilwoman. You know why they put her in office? Because she has good sense. Because she has integrity. And she has a family. And she watched the clowns for 4 years. This is what we stand for. Team Tesca. Let it be said it is done. So I think we're going to have probably a guest come on. I'm going to see if she's going to sign in. Is she having a problem here signing in? Because we have let's see. We have a new county commissioner who is also going to join this team. We got a whole lot of women sitting on that county commission now, and that makes me feel good. But this particular person, she and I have worked together for years on statewide issues. She was at motor vehicle. She was at BPU. She's just an amazing woman. So I said, you know what? I want you to come on to this show because this lady, thanks, Paula. I got some of my high school friends who are on here. I have folks that I haven't seen for years who are on here watching. And as you see, I am hyped today. Now, Kathleen, I want you to sit there right there because let me see if the clowns out here have my coffee ready. Wait a minute. Hold on. Do we have any coffee for me? Local. Jeannine. All right, Kathleen, I'm gonna bring you on because Kathleen.
Yes. Who doesn't know your name?
I am so excited.
Me too.
How are you? Congratulations.
Thank
Commissioner-elect.
Why, thank you. Although I will say that the campaigner in me goes, we still haven't counted all the votes.
Look, I get it. Look, I talked to the clerk.
I'm so sorry. I only have the double spoon bacon breakfast sandwich that was ordered.
I don't even eat that. Okay. Did I order the wrong thing? Can I have a caramel macchiato?
What size?
I want a grande.
Sure.
With soy milk.
A soy caramel macchiato.
All right. And I'm going to give you, here, take this so that you can pay.
Okay.
You can scan it right there. So there's still my happy place. I'm not pissed with Starbucks anymore. And I ordered the wrong thing. That's why I didn't have it. So come on. I realize that all the votes haven't been counted, but I have spoken directly to the county clerk. And I went up on she told me the link to go up on. Mm-hmm. And there are very few outstanding precincts districts that we have to worry about. So we're good here. Bonnie Watson Coleman, 72% of the vote. How wonderful is that? You are the best.
Wonderful. And that was never in doubt, but I am glad, not just on the Mercer side, actually less on the Mercer side, because when I went to sleep, we didn't have lots of numbers, but Andy Kim has done a great job in his new district. And that to me was very exciting because that was the one I was worried about.
I was very worried about Andy Kim. And, you raised an issue here, Kathleen, because you've been a political animal for a very, very, very long time. And when I say this, I'm not patronizing you. We are
No,
blessed to have you now joining the county commissioner
well, thank
family.
you.
We really are. And I was looking at the returns throughout the country, and it looks as though, remember when President Obama said, years ago, right after when they said, "Oh, the midterms are going to be bad," and then he came on and said, "We took a shellacking." Well, we
Mhm.
didn't take a shellacking this year, did we?
We did not. I mean, I think that Republicans have shown a stark contrast that they thought would drive out their base, and it did. But the funny thing is that their base is not as big as this country, and
No,
that's important. And people are saying, you know what? I may want something in the middle, but this is crazy over here. This is crazy.
this is crazy, and you can't fix crazy. You
You
just can't
cannot.
fix it.
You
And I've
cannot.
been looking throughout the country on CNN and MSNBC and looking at these returns. And of course, I have, I worked with Tom Kaine, now Congressman elect, many, many years. But I am very, very saddened that we have lost the other Tom Malinowski. I'm
Yeah.
just really saddened that happened. Thank
Yeah. No.
you, Mayor Wallace. Congratulations to my daughter-in-law. Thank you.
Is that
Oh, go ahead,
Barbara
Abby.
commenting? Is that Barbara commenting?
That is Barbara
I
commenting.
love Barbara.
Everybody loves Barbara. It's a happy day. It's a happy
It
time.
is.
And let's talk about the capital city, because you have worked in the capital city most of your professional career. And you live close, Lawrence. I mean, what happens in this city affects all of the surrounding areas. So let's talk about that.
It's I love the promise that Trenton has. I love Trenton. I love the promise Trenton has. I have really fond memories of my early days as a political operative in Trenton. My first Valentine's Day with my husband was spent at the War Memorial and then at Utopia.
Mm,
And we
right?
parked and we walked, and it was supposed to be the beginning, right? And that was we had been together 20 years this January. So
Right?
and that was supposed to be the beginning of the revitalization. And we've had a couple of beginnings again, and I think that this one has to be the last beginning. And I think that
Yes.
I think that this new council, knock on wood,
No,
um,
no.
will have a real opportunity. And I think that there's a lot of really exciting investment that can happen. I'm really excited by the mayor's proposal on how to sort of reconnect 29. I think that's really important. That's something that matters a lot to me from a mobility standpoint too. I
Mhm.
think that there's a lot of great businesses downtown. I'm a state worker. I encourage my colleagues. I've gotten my colleagues in other departments to be like, no, let's just walk down and go to Skillet. It'll be fine.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they get out and they go, oh, I had no idea. And we need to do more of that. And I think, not just because I'm a commissioner, but because I know all of these pieces, I know all these people and I get to see all these things. Those of us who are in state government and need to be ambassadors to be like, here, there's another place to go. We don't have to drive outside. And because there's so much promise and we need to do more.
Well, I some of the folks were saying to me, um, that, Jeannine, what are you going to do if the election goes south? And what I said to a lot of people, I mean, as you know, I've been making my way in Asbury Park. I love Asbury
Mhm.
Park, and they had a great election night last night as well. And so I said, if things go south, I already have an office there. I said, I'm going to Asbury Park because I can see the possibilities. And now I'm looking at the lay of the land physically in the
Mhm.
city of Trenton, and now dream. I'm saying now we can dream again,
We
because
can.
we couldn't dream with the folks who were sitting there. It was a circus. That's all it was.
It
You know,
was. It's
So
and look, I love Asbury too, and I worked in Monmouth County. I remember canvassing in Asbury 18 years ago, and
right,
it's not very different. I mean, there's a lot of similarities to how we start to pick back up those pieces.
right.
And so I'm excited to see what can happen with a new council, with what hopefully, based on sort of the early returns, that resounding um, endorsement of the mayor and his
Yes.
vision. I think that those pieces are going to be really important, and we can do a lot. There's a lot of really great grassroots economic development already going on, and we
Mm-hmm.
can do more. And it's also, with COVID, people forgot how to go out, and this is a great opportunity to give them a new place to explore, because they're
Oh,
rediscovering things anyway.
it's huge. I don't know if you know, and I didn't even want to focus on it until after the election,
Mhm.
but I was just appointed to the Capital City
I
Redevelopment Corporation Board. And
I saw
so I am, oh yeah, I am so excited about some of the things that I'm hearing at that meeting. You are the absolute best. Oh, my happy place.
Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
day.
You do the same. Thank you. So, oh, the world is good
There you
again. I have
go.
my coffee, you know. So, some folks are asking, so what can we expect? And I hope to have the mayor on here at some point in the next couple of days so that
Mhm.
he can actually talk to us about his vision. Because I know he has the respect from the governor's office, he has the respect from the county commissioners, and now with a council, no matter what happens, he's going to have
Mhm.
a council he can work with. It's not ever going to be the way it was the last time. Merle Frank, yes, you're right. We are very saddened about the loss of Congressman Tom Malinowski. He was a great man. He just was a great representative for our state, and I hope that Tom Kane does as well. I don't know. I'm very disappointed in some of the policies, some of the stance that he has taken, but we'll see how it goes. He's going to be sworn into Congress. We got to work with what we got. And if he's listening, I'd like him to have him on my show one day because I'd like him to tell us what he has planned. He
Yeah.
can't hide behind the guy with the orange hair forever. He's got to look at things. We are New Jersey, and he's got to look at some of the needs that we have as a blue state. All right, so we're going to sign off here. I'm going to have my coffee, and
All
at
right.
some point, we'll have a conversation with my daughter-in-law. It looks as though things are looking very, very good to her, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled about you. I'm thrilled about Mayor Reed Gussior. I'm just thrilled today
It
because
was.
you
It
know
was
what?
a very good day.
It's a great day for democracy, and any way that I can be helpful to you and Paul and those beautiful girls, beautiful girls, please let me know. I love you.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you for all of your help. And I am certain that I'm going to be calling you because we've got lots of great work we can do together.
Yes, we do. Let's do it. All right,
Awesome.
folks. Thanks for signing on. Have a good day.
Thank you.